Mr. Thornton,
Yes, ma'am.
you're back. How are you doing?
Oh, not as well as I'd like to.
Okay, all right. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, there's been some significant changes in my situation. And as you can see, Miss Hernandez is not here today.
A custody battle takes a shocking turn when a father returns to court with devastating news. His fight for justice begins now. Watch as this desperate father walks back through those heavy courtroom doors. His entire life has spiraled into absolute chaos. Everything has changed dramatically. His ex-wife is mysteriously absent. What devastating bombshell is he about to reveal?
Miss Hernandez is not here today. And I have custody of the boy, and I have been, making our arrangement payments to her.
Okay.
But since the boy has come to stay with me, he's gotten himself into a lot of trouble.
Okay. What kind of trouble?
Well, he's been burglarizing some residents, and he was in an accident due to a police chase.
This is AJ, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The truth erupts. He's fighting to raise this troubled teenager alone. The custody battle turns vicious when the boy begins burglarizing homes. A police chase leads to a devastating accident, and everything spirals out of control. The costs keep mounting. Someone has to pay.
This is AJ, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Miss Hernandez refuses to acknowledge her responsibility to help me in covering some of these costs. I mean, the medical costs are quite extreme. My insurance is refusing to pay because it was a criminal act. In fact, they're probably going to drop me.
Okay.
And
if I remember correctly, you guys agreed to no child support during mediation.
yes, ma'am, we did.
Okay.
She abandons him completely. The mother refuses to help. Medical bills skyrocket because of the boy's criminal activity. Insurance companies drop their coverage. He's drowning in debt while court fees continue to pile up. He faithfully made every payment under their agreement. Now, he's asking the court for justice.
You guys agreed to no child support during mediation.
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Okay. And since that time, nothing has really changed with the living arrangement. AJ still lives with you,
Yes, ma'am.
and you still have not been paying child support. You've been making the back child support payments.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Other than AJ getting in trouble, what else has happened? Like, what has changed?
Well, she has moved out of state, quit her job, so her insurance no longer covers him
Okay.
in that aspect. And, the court costs, fines, and
Then comes the plot twist. She flees the state, quits her jobs, and leaves him to deal with everything alone. Her insurance no longer covers the boy. Court costs soar, and the fines keep climbing. But here's the problem. Legally, nothing has changed. Her escape strategy may actually protect her.
court costs, fines, and due to that accident, there was a lot of damage in which he's liable for, or I am, and it's almost impossible
Okay.
for me to,
But AJ was double insured by both of you, right?
yes.
Okay. Here's the issue. In order to modify any type of child support situation, whether you receive child support or you don't receive child support, there has to be what's called a material and substantial change.
The judge delivers a legal bombshell. A specific legal standard must be met, a material and substantial change in circumstances. That's the key requirement. Unfortunately, nothing qualifies. His living situation hasn't changed. The boy's schooling remains the same. The mother's income is unchanged as well.
There has to be what's called a material and substantial change. That means that AJ's living arrangements would have had to have changed. Something about his educational expenses have changed. Something about mom's income would have had to have changed, but in you guys' case, you agreed in mediation to no child support. So to go from no child support to receiving child support, you would have to fall in one of those categories for a material and substantial change. And based on what you said, you really don't fall into one of those.
The judge explains the harsh reality. The law requires certain legal criteria to be met. Living arrangements must change. Educational expenses must change. The mother's income must change. During mediation, both parties agreed to zero child support. His current situation doesn't fall into any qualifying category. Justice is denied.
Based on what you said, you really don't fall into one of those.
That's very disappointing. So she's just free of any obligation? I mean...
Well, I wouldn't say she's necessarily free, but remember, you all did come to an agreement in mediation to no child support. So in order to start receiving child support, you would have to show that something has changed. So let's say, for instance, at the time of mediation, AJ still resided with her. Now he lives with you, then we can entertain child support at that point. But nothing has really changed since you guys have gone to mediation.
She's not off the hook completely. The judge clarifies the agreement. During mediation, both parties agreed that no child support would be paid, and that agreement remains legally binding. For the order to change, a major change in circumstances must occur. If Jay were living with her, the situation might be different, but he isn't. The original agreement stands.
We can entertain child support at that point, but nothing has really changed since you guys have gone to mediation. Therefore, you wouldn't be entitled to receive any child support, unfortunately.
I understand. I mean, is there nothing I can do? Absolutely.
As far as I'm concerned, no, there's nothing you can do. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Your
is
Honor.
there anything further?
No, ma'am. Not at this time.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The gavel comes down. The judge delivers the final ruling. No child support will be ordered. Nothing can be done under the current circumstances. His pleas go unheard as the mediation agreement remains in effect. He leaves the courtroom empty-handed. His only remaining option is to appeal the judgment. With that, the case comes to a close.